Welcome everybody to the show you love to watch. PWF is War is in the building. I'm back, guys. This is the one and only Captain Awesome in the house, doing another show. We're doing a show tonight for you. It's WWE news and rumors as usual. And tonight we'll be talking about Sting, on who he could face maybe at WrestleMania. And the other news about Adrian Neville, Gimmick, updates about his gimmick. Could be a gimmick for Adrian Neville, you know, the Mickey Mouse one. Also other news, any other news maybe from today, and some maybe from yesterday, like one or two, I think there was yesterday. But yeah, I'm back, guys. It's been before we start the show, you know what's the drill. Click that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already, just click it right now. Click that subscribe and tell everybody who loves wrestling. Spread the word, guys. Like, share. Tell anyone who loves wrestling. It doesn't have to be a WWE fan. It could be any fan of wrestling, TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Lucha Underground, any indie fans. I mean, I don't just want to bring WWE news. I want to bring other news as well. If there's any other news, I do try to put it in the video as well. But yeah, and also you can follow the PWF Twitter, which is PWF is War, which I do upload the videos there if you missed any shows. Same goes with Facebook page, which is Broadcast Wrestling Fallout, and the Facebook group, which is Broadcast Wrestling Fallout as well, which is just not just broadcast videos. Discussion about wrestling is there, anything about wrestling related. And of course, if you want to follow my personal Twitter account, you can, Captain Free Awesome. And I do have another page which I do put always up to date, which is WWE News and Rumors page, Facebook page. Yeah, I will put the links all in the description as always. As always, if you want to see click the links, it's always in the description. So click it there. So yeah, we start the show, guys. We'll start with the huge WWE match mentioned for Sting for 2015. Yeah, and it said this is from the Dirt Sheet, Lords of Pain. That's the source. It said we noted that Sting versus Triple H is likely for WWE's WrestleMania 31 pay-per-view match next year, but apparently the idea of doing Sting versus Seth Rollins was also brought up potentially. The match seems like a long shot, but it was at least brought up. Wow, I mean, I could see there's why they would, because he does. Seth Rollins has been saying Sting a lot. He keeps saying his name. It kind of does make sense more than Triple H versus Sting, because I don't really want to see Triple H versus Sting. No offense to Triple H, but I don't want to see it. There's no what build up can they do? It's not really makes much big sense. I think Seth Rollins and Sting the match makes more sense, to be honest with you. But I do want to see Sting versus Undertaker still. I think. But yeah, anyway, let me continue. On a related note, there has been some speculation lately based on the recent losses to Rollins have suffered that Rollins may be entering the WWE World Heavyweight title picture very soon. Rollins entered the title picture would obviously cancel out any plan for a potential Sting match. Well, yeah, of course. My opinions on it, I already said a little bit of it. It would make sense. I think Sting versus Seth Rollins would really be great, because you got upcomer, you got like a young breed, young stud, young wrestler. Who's coming up to the ranks. You've got Seth Rollins, he's the future of the business. You've got the guy who's, he's done the business for years, the past, you could say, and he's done it all, Sting. He's an icon, legend, franchise. I mean, I think it would be, could it be money's worth? Could it be a draw? I think so. A lot of people would I think it could be. I think a lot of people. I mean, you got Seth Rollins, one of the top heels right now. I think he's the heel guy right now because I can't really see anybody else as a main event heel. I only see Seth Rollins. I don't see anybody else who's really a heel, who's a main eventer. And he's done a great job of it. I mean, he has impressed me for months. I mean, on the mic. I mean, in the ring, I know he's a phenomenal talent on the ring, but on the mic, he's done really well. And I think, you know, how he just does it. He's so confident as well. It's great. And but the match, I would like. Yeah, I definitely would. I like the idea of Sting versus Seth Rollins. You know, but if it's not going to happen, well, it looks like maybe Rollins will be in the title picture. That means Sting versus Seth Rollins probably won't happen. But that means I really hope Sting versus Undertaker. I still don't want that Triple H versus Sting match. No. But if it happens, it happens. You know, at least he will have that WrestleMania moment that he always wanted. But I think a lot of fans, like me, hardcore fans, would love to see Sting versus Undertaker, of course. Or, you know, even having like not a part-timer he have to face. Maybe you can face like a Seth Rollins, a young gun, you know, guys are full-time, you know. But there was a few weeks, was it last week or 2 months or last month or recently, there was mention of Sting versus Bray Wyatt. So I don't know, you keep flipping. I don't know if that's still on the cards, but yeah, I would love to see it. Yeah, I think there's no. So, guys, you tell me your opinions and views on this rumor. Would you like to see Sting versus Triple H still? Or do you want to see that WrestleMania 31? Or do you like the idea of Sting versus Seth Rollins? Are you a Seth Rollins fan or are you a Triple H fan? Or are you not interested in seeing Triple H versus Sting, or you're not interested in Seth Rollins versus Sting? Do you think he's ready? Just let me know. If you don't, who would you prefer Sting to face at WrestleMania 31? Bray Wyatt or still The Undertaker? Who would you like to face? Comment down below of your opinions, guys. I will respond to you. Just, but maybe not straight away, but I will respond to you, of course. What else? Just reading. I think, okay, let's move on to let's move on to the next news or rumor. Let me just see the other. Yeah, it was okay. So the other news today rumor is about more backstage news on a new gimmick for Neville. Well, it said we noted how much multiple sources confirmed that WWE officials have talked about bringing NXT star Adrian Neville to the main roster soon with a kid-friendly gimmick inspired by the famous Mickey. And he said Mickey Mouse, Mighty Mouse, yeah, or Danger Mouse, whatever, cartoon character. One report that had Neville wearing a mask on the main roster. Wow. In the update, the Mighty Mouse expired gimmick is the current plan for Neville, but he will not be wearing any kind of mouse suit, and the character was described as more similar to the late former WWE Hardcore Champion Crash Holly. Oh God, no! I don't like the sound of this. Oh, not a comedy act. Oh God. And it said in a Travail note when the late Chris Candido first came to the WWE in the mid 90s, in the 1990s, yeah, WWE wanted to give him a similar gimmick to inspired by Mighty Mouse. They have had a costume made up by ended up putting, and then they had the Bodiness team instead in Candido. Regardless, Neville, there is no cool update set, but they are looking up bringing him to the main roster this spring. WWE still have a few matches they want to do with Neville in NXT. Whew, that was a So, what do you? My opinion on this? Well, I kind of said I don't like the sound of it. I don't. I really can't. Hopefully, this is not true. It should be a disaster. I didn't like the first time when the news and the dirt sheets brought this up about he could have this gimmick. He doesn't need a gimmick. The guy is so talented. He's doing fine in NXT. He's over there. I know it's a different environment, but God, his moveset and his high flying skills is what's giving him over there. I mean, yeah, it's not his mic skills, so it's not bad, but I mean, it's all right, maybe average, but his wrestling skills is, how great they are, and he doesn't need a gimmick. Why don't I just leave him how he is, do what he was doing in NXT? Why do I have to change it? But of course, now you're moving to the main roster. Vince McMahon will have that control, not Triple H, because Triple H is just doing it. He has that control in NXT now because you've got Triple H. I mean, if I was him, I'll be really worried. I'll be like, maybe I should stay in NXT. I'll be worried. I will be absolutely. I mean, what is he going to be, the Rosebud? Is he going to join was it with the bunny and the lemon and the hamburger, cheeseburger, the French fries, there was a tomato ketchup? I don't know. Was it the Road Express? I mean, what is this? What is this? I mean, does Vince ever watch NXT? I mean, I just think the guy is so talented. Why would they want to ruin that? Why? I just hope this is just not true. But, I mean, to have him to compare to Crash Holly is a kind of a joke. I mean, no disrespect to Crash Holly, but, it was just a comedy guy, and it wasn't. I never really see anything special about him. He's nothing special to me. And Adrian Neville is way above that guy. So, you can't, they can't go. I mean, he could be coming in spring. Well, I thought it'd be the Royal Rumble, maybe he would debut, but maybe this could be a lot later now. I mean, he's going to have. Apparently, he's going to do some few matches in NXT. What he's going to face? Maybe Sami Zayn with a rematch for the NXT title. Maybe also have another match with Kevin Owens. I don't know. Maybe some other matches. Yeah, I don't like this idea. I mean, he could go and feud. Well, if he gets in the main roster, feud for the United States title. Have a feud with Rusev. But, maybe the IC belt. Maybe something like push him. He was NXT champion not that long ago, so. But I really hope WWE don't ruin him. I don't want any burial. I don't want them to ruin it. They've got a talented guy. Do not screw it up, please. If you're listening to this, Vince, don't screw him up, please. Don't. I mean, this guy is really up there. Talented guy. He's not. Please don't let him end up being Santino Marella or Crush Holly. I mean, no, just no. So yeah, guys, tell me your opinions on this news, this rumor. Are you a fan of Adrian Neville? Or you're not really a fan? Do you care? Would you care about this? Do you think he needs a gimmick change? Does he need this Mighty Mouse gimmick, or he doesn't really need it? Are you happy? Would you be happy if he just come to main roster, just being what he is now, himself, like what he's been doing in NXT? Would you be happy? Do you want him to wear a mask? I don't want to see him. Doesn't he wear a mask? I mean, there was rumors months ago about Tyson Kidd wearing a mask. I mean, what's this? I mean, you have to be a pretty boy face to get not wear a mask? I mean, what? I mean, we don't want to see another Hurricane gimmick. Yeah, so tell me, guys, your opinions on this rumor. Or you're not really that bothered? Do you not really care if he wears a Mighty Mouse gimmick? But yeah, just tell me your opinions on this, guys. Leave your comment down below. So yep, that's it. That's my thoughts on it. Just gonna, yep. I'm gonna move on now to any other news today. So what? Any other news today? Top stars missing tonight. Apparently, there's something about top stars not missing tonight. It's just now. What does it say? Yeah, it says that Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose. Oh, it said that WWE sent out a tweet that noted that Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose were still appearing at tonight's live event. So that means they are missing Raw. Oh, great. I mean, that's a bit. I mean, Dean Ambrose, big loss. Roman Reigns, well, sort of. I do like Reigns, but I'm more sad that Ambrose won't be there because he does make Raw. It's one of the reasons why I watch it, him and some other guys. But you're taking two guys from what used to be in the Shield. Is that a good move? Is it good for business? I would say no. I mean, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. I guess the bad news is it's a very bad move, bad business, bad. Enjoy. But yeah. Other news, Kevin Nash will be pulling out for the January 19th event. I think you guys, which will be a Raw reunion in Dallas, Texas, which I think you guys already probably know. Scott Hall obviously will be there as Razor Ramon. Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels are still advertised. But it was, as noted, WWE has suspended Nash Legend still while the domestic incident with his son is worked through. Yeah, so that's why you won't see any Kevin Nash, big sexy, because it Diesel and Vinny Vegas fans, Kevin Nash fans, he won't be there. So there won't be no NWO kind of reunion. But there'll be some guys there, but And the other news today is something else. Oh yeah, Daniel Bryan is going to make an announcement tonight, guys, about his, I think, future. He tweeted something tonight. Just recently, he said, "Everyone comes to a crossroads in their life. I've come to mine. I'm looking forward to tell you all about it tonight and more." I mean, that shit's got interesting. It could be a swerve, Rusev swerve. I meant Vince Russo swerve, not Rusev. But yeah, it could be a swerve. I mean, I think everyone happy. I mean, Mark Henry's done that before. I mean, it was great. He could have got an Oscar for that in films. I mean, a Slammy Award. I mean, it could be a swerve, but you don't know. It could be. I think it's my gut's telling me. It's people saying, "Don't tell me what it." Don't tell me it's what they think it is. I mean, I think it's, to me, he's retiring. That's my opinion on it. I think he could be retiring, but it could be a swerve for me. You never know in WWE, but could be. If it is, it is. It's going to be a sad day for the wrestling business if it is what it is. But it could be him entering the Royal Rumble. So. He may be saying that I'm ready to wrestle. I'm going to be in that. He's entered himself to the Royal Rumble. So it could be that. But I really hope it's not what I think it is. As everyone thinking. I think a lot of I know a lot of fans probably not care about Daniel Bryan. They're just like, who cares about him? He's been. Who cares about Goatface? Some of them, like me, I'm a big fan of Daniel Bryan. If he goes tomorrow, I think it's a big loss to WWE. I think, I really hope it's not, he's done so much to get to the big leagues from, RH and other indies. I mean, obviously he got his break to WWE, and, he came in 2009 or something. And he made NXT debut in 2010. And he was part of the biggest group, you could say, in history. You say in the Nexus. He had his WrestleMania moment at WrestleMania 30. Just recently won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at the main event. The main evented. You know, who could say that? He was tag team champions with Team Hell No with Kane. And yeah, it was kind of magic stuff there. He was United States champion. You know, he had some silly storylines. I mean, with the Bellas and early on, and some with the Michael Cole business. And, yeah. But yeah, it will be a sad day, and if it is, I have to say it's going to be a big. I remember when Edge got retired, I was really devastated because he was one of my favourites, and when he went, I thought that's it. That's when SmackDown died. When he announced the retirement, that's when SmackDown died that night. It was like rest in peace SmackDown. It was the end. He was SmackDown. He was the SmackDown show. So, but maybe it's kind of convenient. That's why Edge and Christian's there as guest host. Maybe because Daniel Bryan is retiring. We just don't know. We don't know yet until he says it. Until he comes out from his mouth tonight. But I know most of us will be hoping it's a swerve and he's entering the Rumble. Some wouldn't care less. Some would just say, "Well, I'm not really a fan of his." Or they will just pretend that. Some of them will just pretend that they care and all that crap. I mean, they didn't really follow him since the beginning. So, I mean, I started to like him just about. I mean, I didn't really like him first when he debuted in NXT, but eventually I did like him. Well, I admitted it. Some people can't admit things in the internet world, but I have. At first, I wasn't really clang on to him, not because of his. It's because of WWE made him. I mean, he wasn't, WWE version of him, and in the beginning I wasn't keen, but then after a while he started to get hooked, and then I've been a fan of him for now a few years. So it's a big loss if this happens. I really don't want to hope it happens. Some fans, even the ones that don't like him, will I think they will miss. So you got to respect him. If you're not a fan, you've got to respect him. I respect Howard, and you've got to respect what he's done. If you don't, well, you should not be watching wrestling. You should be watching whatever watching cartoons or something. If you don't know anything about wrestling, if you don't respect him, you're probably more likely to see a fan. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, it will be. Hopefully, I'm going with my gut feeling. Hopefully, it's a swerve. Hopefully, but I don't know. I could be wrong. So tell me, guys, your opinion. What do you think it will be? Do you think it's a swerve? Do you think he's going to enter the Rumble, or do you think he's actually announced his retirement? And just let me know. Comments down below. So yeah, let's move on to the next news. Any other news from today? There was something else. Could be what there was something else I seen today. Somebody says that UFC fighter believes CM Punk will do well in MMA. Carl Miller said he believes he will do well. He says that this guy doesn't have a chance. He's going to kick somebody's ass. I think he will do very well. I don't think he's trying to make a 10-year career out of it, but he's going to shake things up, whoop some ass, prove a lot of people wrong. I expect him to do very well against whoever they put up against. I think most MMA fighters don't have any kind of ground. Most of them ain't good at all. Even in the UFC, there are plenty of expectations, but when I say most, I mean more than 50% are nothing more than okay, blue belts on the ground. I would rate CM Punk definitely above that. Wow. So this is kind of a guy from a UFC guy. I mean, is he friends with him? Or you could say, but, he's... it could be, maybe he's the guy who trains CM Punk. I don't know. But yeah, people look at CM Punk, oh, he ain't tough. It's like, see what he does in UFC before you open your mouth. I mean, I think he's not doing it, he's just doing it as a hobby. I mean, some people are just so, most of them are haters anyway, CM Punk, and they just cry and they just fuck with CM Punk, with Cena's cock. So, this, let CM Punk be happy. I'm happy for him. He's going to be in the best in the world in UFC. Good luck to him. I might start watching UFC actually. See, he's drawing me. He might draw new fans in. I mean, I could be one of them. So we'll see. I am excited what Punk will be able to do. So, yeah. So yeah, you tell me your opinions, guys. Your thoughts. We will move on to maybe the last news. I think today. I think it was from yesterday. Yesterday one. It's about backstage news on Chris Jericho's WWE status and possible WrestleMania 31 appearance. At last word, Chris Jericho's current WWE deal has him working 15 live events with no tapings during January and February. After that, he'll be back on the road with Fozzy for a tour in Europe from March 4th till March 19th. Jericho's status for WrestleMania 31 is said to be up in the air, but it appears it's not going to be scheduled for the big event. Well, with that said, Jericho could easily be added to WrestleMania if Vince McMahon want him bad enough because of recently. The plan was for Jericho to stay off TV, so his return would mean something, but he's already worked two TV events since November. Whew. Well, he didn't appear last WrestleMania. I'm hoping he will appear this WrestleMania. This is my opinion. So I would hope Jericho will be at WrestleMania 31. I think if he misses another WrestleMania, it would pretty suck. It would suck very much. Most of his last two runs hasn't been that great. I don't know why. I mean, the Bray Wyatt versus Jericho feud was not too bad. I didn't mind it, but the Fandango thing was just, I mean, what was that about? I mean, it's waste of space. I mean, what was the point of Jericho putting him over at WrestleMania? Fandango didn't really gone anywhere. But I'm not saying I blame WWE creative for that. It's not Fandango's fault, but where's it gone? I mean. But Jericho, he's there. He's a part-timer. He comes. I'm happy, but he does appear as much as he can. Fan of Jericho since day one. Love to see him at WrestleMania 31. Have a feud. I mean, who could he face? Maybe if there anybody really right now as a heel he could face? I mean, you could say Seth Rollins, but he's busy with the world title picture. Can't say Bray Wyatt is already done Bray Wyatt feud. I mean, there's not really much. Maybe I would say Luke Harper. I mean, Luke Harper versus Jericho, you could say. I mean, you could do that. You could have Brock Lesnar versus Jericho, or Cesaro versus Jericho if they push him right. He put a lot of people over Jericho over the years, even mid-carters like JTG, Heath Slater, Evan Bourne, Swagger, Ryback, Bray Wyatt, Fandango. He's many more. I mean, he's put a lot of people over, so he hasn't been selfish at all. But even have a few with Ambrose would be pretty cool. Well, if he was a heel. That would be cool. Yeah. But yeah, it'd be good to see him even for a few months. I'd love to see him at WrestleMania. Hopefully he will be there. So you guys, what do you think of this rumor? What do you think? Would you like to see Jericho appear at WrestleMania 31? Who would you like him to face? Tell me your thoughts, your comments down below. Or you're not really interested in seeing Jericho appear? Or you're not really much of a fan of his? Or are you a fan of Jericho? So let me know down below, and we'll see who. So now it's end the show. I think that's it, guys. I hope you enjoy Raw tonight, and I'll be probably doing another show tomorrow, maybe, but I will have to see. 1 second. And you can before I go, I'm going to leave my plugins. Make sure you follow the PWF Twitter. PWF is Raw, and you can like the Facebook page, Broadcast Wrestling Fallout, and as well you can like WWE News and Rumors Facebook page. Follow my personal Twitter, who's Captain3 Awesome. You can follow the Facebook group, which is Broadcast Wrestling Fallout. And of course, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button right now. See you guys. I'm out. Have a good night. I'm out. Enjoy Raw. Peace. And spread the word, guys. Make sure you spread and like. Peace.